One of the industries that's hitting some uh, important lows to note is the tobacco industry today. So, tobacco industry has been dropping, but a lot of the charts in the tobacco industry have been hitting these levels that were we were waiting for. So, for example, Philip Morris filled the gap here. So you just have a nice the tobacco industry is not a big mover, so I'm not planning to play this, but they are examples of how charts move, right? So they just filled this gap, so we may get that bounce back to the 98 level, which is just natural chart behavior. You have also um, British American tobacco hitting its 200. This one's interesting as well on the weekly charts because it does have a inside bar pattern, right? So if this is the low for the month at $39 or 40, I don't know if it's gonna even go touch that, but if that's the low, then you're very, very near it. And if this pattern triggers correctly, you can expect let's see. Let's just say it triggered off of I would say from here to here. Kind of go and retest this breakdown level that you had here. Go and see if it can break through it. So those are just examples of the charts. Those are the two big. Let me see if I can find another chart. Japan. Nah, that one's kind of ugly. Yeah, that's an ugly chart. I would not even look at that again. That one's dropped a lot, but it obviously needs to pause and retest, retrace. Just like all the others, just not a big time choice. This one's up 100%, but I'm sure it's like a penny. Yeah. RLX. It's another one. It's been retested at these levels so much that it's actually a little bit scary that it's going down there again. But one more big pop can take us above these moving averages. I think this should have been the pop here, but so this would be considered like a failed pattern. That can actually go all the way to the bottom here. All right, so yeah, that's the industry. Not a big deal. Another industry that is making some hold is the oil and gas. So oil and gas today is trying to hold its earnings from last week. So that's the energy sector, oil, gas, and exploration industry. They have the most, oil, gas, and consumable fuels. They have the most stocks that are trying to hold their gains from last week. So they have the most in that sector. They kind of outnumber. They're probably about, when you consider 1 million shares and over as a 30-day average, they have the half of the list. And let's go through a couple just to show you what I mean. So we have BP. These are randomly chosen. So BP is not holding too well. So BP will fill the gap to try to bounce off the gap fill and try to break the level again, but BP's not looking that well in that sector. This other one, AR, Antero. So Antero is actually above. So this is a good example of one that's holding. Um, I would say it's holding. Gonna get challenged by the 20 simple moving average. Kind of like a tap on the top of the head to see if you actually get knocked out and knocked down, which I would say is very possible. Just to go and finish the, you have gap fill here, gap window. Yeah, so somewhere around there would be for this one, AR. So it's trying to hold its gains, but um, this one as well, it's got to get a closing back above this EMA by the end of the day, so that you can try to attack the moving averages and break above them. Very steep downtrend is something that should be noted here because it is pretty steep. Let's see who else. Who else? Kinder Morgan, KMI. Yeah, KMI is already testing that moving average. So I would say this one is ahead of the other charts because it's already tested it on Friday. Didn't close above it, so now it's getting squeezed between these two moving averages and getting tested this week. See if can you break above it. You're not definitely not going to be able to stay in between it because next week you'll just have a problem as well. So break above it, close below it. Let us know this today what you're gonna do, so that we can either take our gains from last week and move on, or expect more gains because of the signs that you're giving us. That's really the whole point to this or today, oil, gas, and consumable fuels.